Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Hi everyone, Sue here from 1A Auto, and today I'm going to show you on our 03 Volvo V70 how to remove the exterior door handle on the back passenger door. If you need any parts for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1aauto.com. These clips are a push pin. You just push in the center. It's the first stage, and then you can just pop it out. That's what it looks like. To reinstall it, you push that pin in out all the way like that. Then you can put it in and flatten it out. So we're going to take all the pins all the way around that hold the panel on. There's two on the inner side of the panel, so don't forget those. There's two on the bottom. And then the two on the side. We're going to take this plastic cover off, and underneath it should be a mounting screw of some sort. I just use a pocket screwdriver because you've got to get something real thin in there, and then I'll use the body tool to pop that out. As you can see, it's a Torx bit head on that mounting screw, and this is a T25. We're just going to back that right out. Now we can just grab the panel. We're going to raise it up off of the top window ledge, and the lock button you can push down to help. Just lift it up like that. So to pop this cable off, there's two clips right here, one on the top, one on the bottom. Just going to kind of spread those and pull out at the same time, and it comes right off. Then we have the connector for the main switch for the back window. Sorry, not the main switch, but the back switch. See that tab right there? Push down on that. Pull that out. Now we have the panel. I'm going to take off the insulation, and it has glue from the factory. As you can see, it's like a foam glue. So we're just going to peel that back. Try not to break the actual insulation. I switched over to a razor blade, trying to stop any tears, unwanted tears. I'm going to remove this Torx bit bolt. It's a T25, and that way I can, it's the guide for the side of the window that goes down into the door. Now I have an extension on my 10mm socket, and I'm going to go on the inner one first because it's the hardest one. I don't want to have that handle flopping around. Now we undid that guide bolt so that I can move this plastic piece around. It's made of plastic, so I don't want to put pressure on it with it bolted. You just got to put a little bit of pressure on it to get to that mounting nut. I suppose you could use a wrench if you don't have a Torx bit to take that guide off. Then I'm going to get to the second. The only thing holding this handle in is this plate, and it has one rod on it for the actual latch from the outside. Now I can remove the mounting plate, which is a steel bracket right here. And there's the two mounting holes. Now with it disconnected from the inside, I'm going to grasp it and pull the handle out towards me. The plastic seal was stuck to the car, that's how old it is. So now I have access to this rod, and I'm going to just guide that right around like that. And here's our handle. To reinstall the handle, we're going to reverse procedure. I'm going to put that through that guided like that. push the latch down so that it can go up in. Now we go to the inside. So we're going to guide this top piece. So the cutout, the one with the pin goes on the bottom, and the full cutout without the tab goes on the top. You're going to need to hold the handle from the outside with your other hand. Bring this up in there, line up the studs, and guide them in. Grab one of the mounting nuts. I'm going to put the outer one on first because I can easily access that. And start the other one. Now with my 10mm socket, I'm going to snug this mounting bracket up. Do the last one. Now we're ready to mount the guide back on the outside of the door jamb. Line up the hole and start the screw. That's a T25 bit. And snug it right down. I'm going to carefully guide this back through the bracket here. Get it to fall into place. It wants to fall into place naturally. It just seems to automatically stick back to that adhesive, that white foam. So now we're going to reinstall the inner handle cable. It's got this plastic piece that just lines right up perfectly, flat, square, and just snap it in. Now we can connect the electrical connector. That's for the window switch. I'm going to put the lock down all the way. See if I can guide my cable back into the plastic. Put that into the hole, and you'll see that ridge line up here. Put your panel right into that ridge line. Nice and firm, and then push down. Confirm that my mounting hole lines up, and it does. And all my 6 pins line up. I'm going to put the pins in first. That is to make sure that divot piece is extended out, not in. Show you how to do these all the way around. Guide it into place with that pin out, and then you push the pin in till it's flush. Like that. Do that to all 6 of them. That's the last pin, and now we're ready to install the mounting bolt. It's located in the handle. So it's a T25. Tighten that right up and put the plastic protective cover on. You have 2 plastic guides. See how it sits? So it goes down in that way. Snaps right into place.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.